Experiences of Sri Kanhaiya Lal by Prakash Narayan. I don't know anything about my father except that his mother died when he was very young. He was brought up by his Nana and Nani at Fatehpur. In the year 1942-43, my father, late Sri Kanhaiya Lal, came in contact with Maharaji in Lucknow through one Mr. Joshi, whose details are not known to me. In my childhood, I have seen that whenever Maharaji came to Allahabad, he stayed in the house of one Mr. Joshi in front of Kalnalganj police station. We used to go there for his darshan, and sometimes I also went alone on foot, as it was very near and we were habitual of going on foot. I am only narrating that meeting with Maharaji was very easy. In fact, it was always very easy. Later on, Maharaji started staying in the house of Sri Sudhir Mukherjee near the house of Mr. Joshi in the same area during his visit to Allahabad. After some time, Sri Sudhir Mukherjee Sahab got his personal house in Church Lane. In the beginning, we looked at Maharaji as an elderly person and a big saint and consulted him for everything. My father was confident that he could solve all the problems of life. It was our experience that whatever he said came true, and we had full faith in him. Once, in the house of Mukherjee Sahab, some foreigner was sitting, and Maharaji told him how his mother had died, and the foreigner accepted it. To many people, Maharaji told them their destiny, and people had faith that any word uttered by him would come true and was coming true. Maharaji went to temples for darshan, but he would stay before the deity only for a minute. When my father once asked why he stayed only for a minute, he replied that by staying for a longer time, one gets tempted to ask for a desire or wish to be fulfilled by God. He always said, God knows what you want and He will give what He decides. At different times, Maharaji told me different things like, Oh God, give me only that much which is sufficient for me and with which I can feed the saint coming to my door. A person who can't serve his parents who have given him birth, then what he will serve to God who is not visible? Once Maharaji was in the house of Mukherjee Sahab in winter days, and it was noon, and I was standing outside the house. I could smell a very strong fragrance coming out on the road. I went inside and found that the fragrance was coming from Maharaji's right leg. Many people, including foreigners, have asked Maharaji about Kundalini reaching the brain. Main question was whether man could see God if Kundalini awakens and rises and reaches the brain. Because as per common understanding, if one could awaken the Kundalini and take it to the brain, then he could see God. Maharaji had been evading this question. One day, I was sitting alone near Maharaji when all of a sudden, he said that if Kundalini reaches the brain, it will burst and man will die. I think this information is such that there cannot be any comparison. Once in Church Lane, in the house of Mukherjee Sahab, one lady came for darshan of Maharaji. Maharaji immediately covered his face and told the lady to go to her house immediately. She did as she was told and went back. My father asked Maharaji as to why he had not given darshan to that lady. Maharaji replied, What darshan I would have given? Later on, we came to know that as soon as the lady reached home, her husband died. Once Maharaji came to my house in the night at about 8 p.m. My father's uncle came to see Maharaji but did not come near him. My father told Maharaji that he is my uncle. On hearing this, Maharaji told my father to go and put his head on his feet, and my father did the same. Once Maharaji told me, Nothing is mine, everything belongs to God. Once I, with my brother, was going with Maharaji to Agra in the Fiat car of Kehar Singh Sahab. Then, while crossing Yamuna river, Maharaji covered his face with a blanket and I could hear only a few words. You are my mother and father. This showed that Maharaj Ji believed in puja of Ganga and Yamuna. Maharaj Ji insisted that if anybody offered anything with love, then it should not be refused. We were reminded of Ramayana when Lord Rama had accepted the beri from a tribal woman Shabri, even though she had offered it after tasting. My marriage was settled by Maharaj Ji. In the year 1971, my wife Minnie came with the father to the house of Mukherjee Sahab for darshan of Maharaj Ji. After seeing my wife, Maharaj Ji told my father to get his son married to this girl. Accordingly, my father sent a proposal to my wife's father and the marriage was settled and performed.